chicken raised for meat is convinced he's a dog. Hi everyone. Today, I've got a story that's sure to surprise you, and maybe even change the way you think about animals. A chicken raised to be food, but somehow finding a way to live like a dog? It might sound impossible, but that's exactly what happened with Boo, a Cornish Cross chicken who was rescued from a factory farm and ended up becoming an incredibly affectionate dog-like companion. Can you picture a chicken happily following you around the house, cuddling on the couch, and even going for walks in a stroller? Well, that's Boo for you. Join us on Animals Need Love to find out more. Boo's story begins on October 30th, 2017, when he was adopted by Mary Bowman. But his life before is just like any other chicken. A chicken was raised for meat. For the first 6 months of his life, Boo lived on a farm with lots of other chickens, where he was treated more as a commodity rather than as an individual. He was given food all the time during this time, which is basically a death sentence for a bird of this breed. This is because industrial chickens of the Cornish breed, which are called broilers, can't control how much food they eat on their own. They were grown this way on purpose so that they can gain market weight quickly and slaughtered for their body parts at 6 weeks old. Mary found out about Boo from a post on the Facebook group Vegans with Chickens. Someone there had seen an ad on Craigslist from a man who no longer wanted his mutant that looked ugly. Mary knew a lot about the Cornish breed because she had lost her beloved rooster Julian a few months before. He looked a lot like Boo. Mary was sure she had to save Boo. Driving to Boo took Mary 4 hours. When she got to him, he was so large that he could barely move. At only 6 months of age, Boo weighed 15 pounds, 6.8 kilograms. His extreme obesity had also impacted his oxygen intake. His comb was purple, referred to as cyanosis, and he was breathing heavily. He was also terrified. Mary was scared that he would die during the car ride home. Thankfully, Boo was still alive when Mary pulled into the driveway at her home that evening. Boo was scared and nervous around people at first. It took him a few weeks before he decided that his new humans were okay people. However, Boo remained terrified of other chickens, even when in the presence of non-aggressive hens. This was because due to his mobility issues on the farm, it left Boo an easy target for bullying by the other chickens. It was very traumatizing for him. Therefore, the Bowmans decided that Boo would do best living indoors as a house chicken. In the weeks that followed, Mary and her family worked tirelessly to help Boo adjust to his new life. Mary's house was a peaceful haven, and she created a quiet, safe space just for Boo. She made sure that his new environment was as comfortable and stress-free as possible. His food and water were carefully regulated to ensure that he wouldn't overeat, which was critical for his health. Over time, Boo began to show subtle signs of improvement. He started to feel a little more comfortable around the Bowmans, even if he remained wary of other chickens. But the one thing that really began to change was his affection toward Mary. Boo had never known love, and it took time for him to realize that the hands that fed him were not the same as the ones that had hurt him. Slowly, Boo started to trust Mary. He would watch her from a distance with his large, curious eyes, observing the way she moved, spoke, and cared for him. Mary's patience was unwavering. She didn't rush him, but instead let Boo come to her on his own terms. It was during one of these quiet moments, when Boo was sitting next to Mary on the couch, that he first made a connection. He slowly moved closer, inching his way toward her hand, and with a tentative peck, he reached out for affection. That was the first sign that Boo was starting to see her as more than just a caregiver. He was beginning to bond with her as family. Boo's love for Mary grew stronger every day. But somehow, Boo behaves even more strangely. One afternoon, about a month after Boo's arrival, Mary was sitting in the living room, scrolling through her phone. She could hear Boo making his usual soft clucks and chirps from the other room, but when she glanced up, she was taken aback by what she saw. Boo had somehow managed to wedge himself between the couch and a small table, where he was pacing back and forth. His head was tilted slightly, and his little legs moved quickly, as if he was trying to get somewhere. At first, Mary thought he might be hungry or looking for something to do, but what happened next made her stop in her tracks. Boo, without any hesitation, trotted over to the door where Mary had just walked through a few minutes earlier. He stopped right in front of it, then turned to look at Mary, his large eyes wide with anticipation. It was like he was waiting for something, or perhaps trying to tell her something. Mary raised an eyebrow, unsure of what was going on, and then, to her complete surprise, Boo did something she never expected. He began to paw at the door, just like a dog would, using his wings in an almost playful gesture. He was clearly trying to get her attention, and it seemed as if he was asking to go outside. Mary laughed aloud, both in surprise and amusement. "Boo, are you asking for a walk?" she said, still trying to process what she was seeing. She opened the door to see if that was indeed what he wanted. Without hesitation, Boo waddled outside, his wings flapping as if he were a dog on an outing, excitedly trotting around the yard as if it was the most natural thing in the world. He walked right up to the grass, stopping to sniff the air, then looked up at Mary, clearly pleased with the attention. From that moment on, it became clear to Mary that Boo wasn't just a chicken. He was a chicken who acted like a dog. His need for companionship and interaction was unmistakable. Boo started to follow Mary around the house, wagging his little tail whenever she'd speak to him or move toward a different room. He'd settle by her feet while she cooked, or sit beside her when she was working at the desk, just like a loyal dog would. Sometimes Boo would even try to jump up on the couch to sit next to her, nudging his way into the seat as if to say, "I'm ready to hang out." The more Boo grew accustomed to his new life, the more he began to mimic behaviors that seemed more dog-like than chicken-like. Once Mary noticed Boo's dog-like behavior, it was as if a whole new world of possibilities opened up for them. Boo's adventures became something of a routine. He was no longer content to simply stay indoors. His love for exploration and his growing attachment to Mary meant that every trip, whether it was around the block or across the country, became a chance for Boo to be part of something bigger. Boo had developed a strong love for road trips, matching any dog's excitement when it was time to hop in the car. Whether it was a quick store run or a weekend getaway, he settled comfortably in his special seat, eagerly anticipating the journey. When the car stopped, he would perk up and cluck excitedly, as if asking, "Where to next?" One of their favorite outings was the beach. Boo had his own stroller filled with towels, snacks, and toys, and he loved the sensation of sand beneath him. Each adventure seemed to boost his confidence, helping him overcome past traumas. Boo's adventures extended to Washington, D.C., where they visited the Lincoln Memorial. When they encountered a "No Dogs Allowed" sign, Mary, accustomed to Boo's unique presence, decided to proceed anyway. The guard hesitated but ultimately let them through, leading to memorable photos and conversations about the famous chicken. Back home, Boo surprised Mary with his musical talents. He played a small guitar and keyboard with surprising skill, creating original compositions that reflected his unique spirit. Whenever Mary was around, Boo would hop beside her, tapping the strings or pressing the keys, leaving her amazed. "He's definitely the most musical chicken I've ever known," she would laugh. Boo also had a curious interest in technology. Mary often caught him sitting at the computer, pecking away at the keys as if composing an email to one of his friends. Of course, his emails were written in code that Mary couldn't decipher, but it didn't matter. Boo loved the process of typing, and he seemed to find joy in connecting with others, even if it was through a string of unintelligible characters. The more time Boo spent with Mary, the more his playful, curious nature emerged. He wasn't just a pet or a rescue animal. He was an active participant in the family, At night, Boo would often curl up on the couch with Mary and her husband, sitting between them as they watched TV. He had developed a particular fondness for cashews, and every now and then, Mary would share a few with him. It was a quirky little routine, but it felt right. Boo had become so much more than just a chicken. He was a cherished member of their family, someone who brightened their days with his boundless energy and unique personality. It was clear to Mary that Boo was a special bird. He wasn't just surviving, he was thriving, living a full, joyful life. Every day with him was an adventure, and Mary couldn't help but feel lucky to have him by her side. After 6 beautiful years together, Boo's journey came to an end. On the afternoon of his passing, just after celebrating his 6th birthday, Mary sat by his side, heartbroken yet grateful for the time they had shared. Boo, the chicken who had defied every expectation, had lived far beyond what anyone had imagined when he was first rescued as a 6-month-old bird with a severe heart condition. Thanks to the love and care he received from Mary and their incredible vet, Dr. Bain, Boo had lived 5 more years of joy, adventure, and music. Though Boo had fought bravely, his heart finally gave way. This time, despite their best efforts, Mary and Dr. Bain couldn't save him. But as Boo passed, surrounded by love, it was clear he had lived a full and happy life, one that no Cornish Cross chicken was ever meant to experience. Boo's story was one of resilience, love, and the unexpected bond between a chicken and a family. That's the end of the story today. What do you think about this story? Have you ever seen an animal's life change because of love and care? Share your story with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Thank you so much for watching to the end. If you find our video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Finally, don't forget to turn on our bell and subscribe to our channel. Animals Need Love so you don't miss any of our new videos. Thank you for your support. Wishing you all peace, happiness, and a bit of Keanu's kindness in your own life. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.